guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This video is going to be about what the hell RSP is and my experience in red phase. So you know, the guard is like work 1 weekend a month thing. Well, that starts like right after you enlist. So instead of waiting until you get back from basic and then starting, you get paid like pretty much as soon as you enlist. Not really, you only get paid 1 weekend, but instead of just like active, whereas your recruiter's just like, okay, learn this, this, and this before you leave, bye. In the guard, you go to RSP, which is the Recruit Sustainment Program, and you meet once a month with your recruiter at like a local, I don't really know how to explain it, but like local recruiters of the area, that's better. We meet in one centralized place with all the recruiters of the area and then all the recruits, and you're broken into different phases and you get paid. So whatever your rank is, so like E1, 2, 3, or 4, that's what you're getting paid for the weekend, and you spend like the whole weekend there just like you would on regular duty once you get out of basic. But you're learning the stuff that you need to know before basic. So I mean, yeah, that there is some like physical training involved, but really it's just like learning what you need to know. So the Soldier's Creed, the alphabet, the Army values, and the general orders. So just stuff like that is what you're going to be learning. And everything military is like based around a phase system. So everyone there, other than like the NCOs, are in their own different phases, kind of. So the first phase that you go to when you get there, so your first weekend of drill, is red phase. And obviously you're going to do paperwork because the military is phases and paperwork. So you're going to do like this beginning packet, like, hey, I just enlisted. Here's all my information, signature here, initial here, blah, blah, blah. You're also going to take your OPAT test, and I'm not going to make a video of that because you need equipment and you need a gym, and I'm not going to make a fool of myself in my living room. So you do your OPAT test, you do paperwork, and then you go into the white phase. So the white phase is all of the drills between your red phase and your blue phase. And your blue phase is your last one before you go to basic. So white phase is where you're going to be doing all of your workouts and all of the things that you're learning. So the Soldier's Creed, etc., etc. You're going to be learning all that. So when you leave red phase and you go to white phase, your recruiter or your red phase instructor is going to tell you this is what you need to learn before white phase. And then when you get to white phase, they're going to question you on it. And the more you know at white phase, the farther in you can get. So then you'll start learning stuff other than just those 4 basic things. You'll actually learn like different marches and I don't know, we didn't make it that far. But anyway, so that was red phase, white phase. Then you go into blue phase. And blue phase, like I said, is your last phase before you leave for basic. So I participated in red phase and blue phase. Blue phase, you do some of that last minute paperwork. Nothing's changed between the time I enlisted and right before I'm leaving. So like no tickets, I haven't been arrested, I'm not on any prescriptions, like just nothing has changed since I enlisted from when I'm leaving. I had to take my PT test, so I guess that's something that blue phase does, and then you do just a little bit more white phase, just so you know what you need to know before you get there. They also have a green phase. Green phase, green phase is the people who are typically still in high school, I think, where they've been to basic. So they probably went between their junior and senior year. So they've already gone to basic, now they're waiting to graduate before they go to AIT. So like basically they're at drill because there's a break between their basic and their AIT. And they're still like learning all the stuff. There is a purple phase. And purple phase is when you have to do red, white, and blue phase all in one weekend. So you enlisted, and in that next month you get to go to drill, and that's your only drill because now you're going to basic. So it kind of sucks because you're cramming everything into one, but that just means more time on your own that you have to learn the stuff. And then there's gold phase. Gold phase is for the people who've just got back from basic and AIT, and they're getting weighted. They are waiting for the recruiters and all the NCOs or however the procedure works to send them to their actual unit. So like we're working out at the Tyler Armory, but that doesn't mean that's where my unit is. My unit's actually the Marshall unit. So when I get back from AIT, I'm going to get handed off to the Marshall unit. And I might have to go to 1 or 2 drills in Tyler before I get handed over. It's basically what that is. So that's the red, white, blue, green, purple, and gold phases of RSP. So I'm going to tell you just a minute what you need for RSP. And your recruiter should tell you this, but mine forgot a detail. So what you need to show up to formation at whatever time is to be typically in your PTs. Now, your recruiter will tell you if you need to be in your PTs. And PTs are just like appropriate shorts or pants. I work out in shorts. And a National Guard t-shirt, and for girls, a sports bra. Have your hair in like a ponytail. And I would do like minimal makeup if you need it. If not, like by all means, I don't give a shit. But I just like did my brows and my mascara. And you need to be wearing tennis shoes because you're fixing to do PT. And apparently, you need to have solid color socks that have like no logos on them. Well, like I did not get that memo. And actually, apparently they need to be like kind of like an ankle sock to, I guess, replicate what you're going to be wearing in basic. I don't know. When I ended up going to Walmart later, I just bought regular plain white socks, and that's what I wore the rest of my RSPs because I didn't go buy the right kind of socks. I don't even care. But that's what you need for PT. You also need to take basically an overnight bag. You need to take like shampoo, body wash, wash your ass, a towel because I can't guarantee that your RSP location will have towels. So you need stuff to shower with. You need a change of clothes. You need another National Guard shirt that's not sweaty. Whatever bra you feel comfortable in, or if you're a dude, not. You need jeans with no holes. You need to be dressed nice, and you need a belt because your shirt has to be tucked in. Also, your shirt has to be tucked in when you're doing PT. But anyway, a belt, and I just wore my tennis shoes. That way I wasn't wearing, I didn't have to like keep up with another pair of shoes. But also, my unit, we had to do a lot of burpees even after like PT when we were in our jeans. So you want to be doing those in like boots or whatever. So you need 2 sets of clothes, PT, jeans, and then shower stuff. So anyway, my experience with red phase was a little different compared to normal people because I wasn't supposed to be there. I enlisted on September 1st and my red phase was on September 9th or that weekend, whatever those days were. I wasn't on the payroll. So I only had to be there Saturday. I didn't have to stay for Sunday. So I never actually got to experience any of the white phase. So what I did, came in my PTs and I went and got in formation. And that, I had no idea what formation was. And that's the whole point of RSP is so when I get to basic, I have a general idea of how to stand in formation, at ease, attention, like you learn all that stuff, how to address your NCOs. Like, that's what the whole point of RSP is to learn this stuff. That way, when I get to basic, I'm not like, I don't know what to do. We get in formation. I think it was like right at 8. They separated us into our phases. So all the red phasers went over here. All the white and blue and everyone else went over here. And I think they ended up having to take their PT test too. But I don't know because I didn't do it. I went into red phase. So I had to take my OPAT test. And like I said, I'm not really going to demonstrate it, but I'm kind of going to explain it. And I'm going to link a video down here in the video that I watched so you can see exactly what you need to do with your OPAT. So you've got 4 or 5 different exercises that you need to do. And they're really to see if you can physically do the stuff that needs to be done. So like at MEPS, when you were doing those like movement exercises, it was to see if your body moves that way. Well, the OPAT test is to see if you're strong enough to do at least the minimum of what you need to do. So we went into like the warehouse and got the equipment for it. We had to deadlift 220 pounds, which sounds hard. It's not. It's not like the normal deadlift where like you've got the bar in front of your legs and like you stand up and puts a lot on your back. It's not those. Like you stand in this cage thing and you've got handles next to you. So then like that every time it's your turn, like you just add weight to it and then you just stand up. Like it's like imagine like you're carrying 2 suitcases and you just stand up. Like it wasn't difficult. It's 220 pounds. You also do a long jump, and it's not like in track where like you run and jump, like you're just standing there and you get some momentum going, and then you jump as far as you can. But your red phase instructor will tell you how far you need to jump per your MOS. So being an IT specialist, I don't have to jump as far as, say, like infantry would have to jump. So it's not that bad. If you're kind of concerned about it, practice it, because you have to land solid. Like, you can't step, you can't wobble, like you have to land solid. You have to throw a medicine ball, and I don't remember how much it weighed. It's not super heavy. Like, it's not like a 13-pound ball. Like, it's like maybe 5 pounds. But you stand, you have your back. You have your back, you don't stand, you sit. I don't know why I'm stuttering so bad today. But you sit with your back against the wall, and you literally throw the ball with just your arms. Like, you cannot use your back muscles at all. They like have someone sitting there and make sure like you're not like popping. Like, it's just your arms. You have to throw that as far as you can, and like I said, your instructor will tell you exactly how far you need to make it. And then you go outside for this sprint thing, and it's really not bad. You're sprinting 25 yards or meters or whatever. It's 25, just know that. And you've got like this buzzer, and you literally have to beat the buzzer to the other lines, and each line is 1, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. But you have to beat this buzzer. The buzzer's getting faster each time, so like you've got to steadily speed up. Same thing, you only have to go so many per your MOS. If you're running at all, you'll be fine. Like, it's not scary. The only reason I was like intimidated by it is because I just didn't know what I was getting into. Like, just start jogging and then like start pacing yourself. Like, it's not bad. So that was my OPAT test. I passed flying colors. Like, it wasn't difficult. So then, like, we got to go shower and change, and then we went into the red phase, like, classroom and just learned some stuff. My red phase instructor was like, learn those 5 things and have it learnt by the next time you come to drill, so you can, like, know it when you get into white phase. And that was it. I did not have to participate in white phase Sunday. I didn't have to be there. I was not technically on the pay clock, so I probably shouldn't have even been there in the first place. But guess what? I had my OPAT out of the way, and I didn't have to worry about it anymore, and I was gonna be like a month behind. So it was great. I really have enjoyed RSP. I hate that I only got to go twice. So if you're in the Guard and they're going to RSP, like, do your best. Like, I think you have to be there. So like, if you can't make it, like, you have to have a good ass excuse, but you don't want to miss it. Like, you're learning stuff, so you know what's going on at basic before you get there. So that is all I have for this video. Check out my next one. It's going to be my blue phase experience. So I skipped white phase. I went red and blue. So I will see y'all next time.